Hey,
Oh,
Brooke.
yeah. Or you can just call me Bark.
Oh, Bark.
I don't like that better.
I like that too. Hey,
Mhm.
thank you for being on the longest running pet podcast on the planet.
Good for you. Congratulations.
We did it when you were like 11 months old in diapers. That's when Mark and I started our show.
Okay, that's a long time ago. Long time ago.
So we ready to start this? Have a little fun, help pets?
Yes.
All right.
They so deserve it.
All right. You guys ready? Y'all recording? Okay, here we go.
Yep, here we go.
Okay. Pause up, pet pals. Welcome to the Old Behave Show on Pet Life Radio. I'm your host, Arden Moore. Hey, you know her as an actress, a model, best-selling author, but the secret's out. She's also a lifetime pet advocate. I mean, just ask her cute dog, Tuzi. Please welcome to our show, Brooke Shields. Welcome, Brooke.
Hi, Arden. Oh, I'm aware we have the same length career. I started when I was 11 months old, and that's how long you've been around. So happy birthday.
Yes. All right. I love it. I mean, we have a lot in common. We love dogs. We love cats. And you're taking on a new role, the fancy title, brand officer for Prospect Pet. What you doing, Brooke?
I think all my life I've been a part of selling other people's brands. And they didn't really care if you knew about them, if you really understood them, like almost you didn't even have to use them. And now we've become so much more aware and educated as to the efficacy of products and as to clean and conscious. Now there's these paradigms, parameters that we put around products to really say the customer deserves to know what they're ingesting. Why don't we do the same thing for our pets? And so what was really important for me was after getting to know the brand, I wanted to make sure that people got the message and knew that it existed and it was out there. So,
And it was good. And it is clean and conscious.
and it
Whoop,
works.
I said the two words.
That's it, clean and conscious. And it's literally, that's a trademark. Like it's not easy to be able to do that. They have to take every single ingredient and make sure that they are following the rules. And so when I saw and heard really what they were aiming to do, I wanted to help because I love pets. Pets have been so important in my life. I have been a pet lover forever. They
And you remember your first childhood pet?
May was a cat, and
Okay.
then Jeepers was another cat at that boy, and then Boy. We had May, Boy, and then Jeepers. And Boy had been found in a bag of cats in somewhere like Chicago or somewhere,
Wow.
Ohio or someone, and they were just going to drown the kittens all at once, and they stopped the guy from doing it. And my mom's friend was there, and he brought home this little kitten who was just adorable. May was a little grouchy, but she came at PCA. Jeepers was in a box at the ASPCA, and we walked in and we just walked out with him. We didn't have to go through any of the red tape. That was and then
Jeepers says, I think I hit the mother load. Yeah, this is good. I'm good.
and then Clipper was my first dog and died sad.
Clipper? I had one of my dogs was named Chipper.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, Clipper. I don't even know why. I just saw a sign and I was like, oh, Clipper, that's a good name anyway. Yeah, my poor dog died while I was away at my dad's for Christmas, and she had a really bad respiratory, asthma or something, and she passed away while I was gone. And
Oh, that's
other trying to let me believe, and of course I did believe it, that she was pulling a sled in Alaska. I just didn't know it was proverbial.
She's doing a sled in Alaska heaven right now.
That's a euphemism if I've ever. But the loss of that dog triggered in me, and I must have been 10.
Really?
That triggered in me something that I sobbed endlessly, and it just was such a raw experience that I just became obsessed with, dogs and cats, and I had 4 cats.
That's not a bad thing to be obsessed with because you're doing good, Brooke.
Well, I think all pet people really are good human beings. I think the pets make them better human beings. Prospect Pet was the first place that I ever worked with, and it wasn't even work. It was just learning about what it meant to treat a pet with respect and give them the best life possible. And, I never knew about joint health or hip and joint health or skin.
That's a big topic. That's a big issue facing our pets.
It is, and we're seeing some pets live longer. We're also seeing more cancer. It's like what we give our pets is important, and now more studies are being done. So we are getting more information, and this is a different sort of era in pet health and in their skin health. And I think people think things are going to be difficult or you end up giving them so much medicine. And I didn't know when Pepper got sick. It was shocking. One day she was fine. The next day she couldn't move. Then she had a huge tumor. She had cancer.
What kind of dog was
She was a Portuguese water dog. After I had kids, I developed really bad allergies to dogs, cats, everything.
Oh,
And it's only gotten worse, to be honest. So my husband said, when Darla died, my husband said, well, why don't we get you a hypoallergenic dog? And so he did a lot of research. And, admittedly, I think he bought her for me. I always felt guilty about that because all of my other pets have just been like adopted, and that's what I always believed in. But I had suffered so badly with allergies, like really bad asthma attacks, and I was on Broadway and I couldn't.
that's not good. You don't want to have a bark on Broadway when you're sick.
No, or you don't want to lose your breath and not be able to sing. So it was like a mixed feelings that I had, and she ended up being just a little angel dog. She was very, very sweet, but died
What
early.
about tell us about Tuzi, because I saw a picture of you, Tuzi, when Tuzi was really cute. Little. She's got little.
Still is cute, but someone called her a bag of rocks with legs the other day. And I'm not thinking it's that far from the truth. She is a bowling ball, a wrecking ball. She is,
How old is she?
she's 2.
Okay,
And
terrible twos. You know that, Mom.
she ate all of my needlepoint. I had all my needlepoint, all in my, I was like, I couldn't. And then she looked up at me and I was like, damn it, you're too cute. She needs some training.
Okay.
Definitely make her come in. She sits and she waits, and I could put the food down and pump Prospect Pet on it, and she wait and wait and wait. So she's trained like that. She's just, I don't trust her totally that she won't just leap on people because she loves to play.
How big is she? She's a staffy, isn't she?
She's very, very thick, and she's around 60 pounds now, and she's just like this. And she came from somewhere in North Carolina. My daughter found a little picture of her online, and this woman had her, and nobody wanted her because she had a crooked tail, like a little lightning bolt, kind of like it's all messed up and bolted up like to the. And she was like, nobody wants this dog, and I don't know what to do. And my daughter was like, we'll take her.
The last question I want to ask you is, what is something that pets have brought to you, Brooke, through the years that have made you a better human?
It made me a happier human. I think, I always want to be a better human, but it made me a happier, safer human. The unconditional love that an animal gives you, the lack of judgment, the lack of critiquing, everything that the minute I step out of my house or even just in my family, that gets thrown at me. I just look at her and she just wants love and is just anything I give her is enough. It's never enough because she always wants more love. But I look at her, I could be gone for 3 seconds and I come back. I could be just putting the garbage out, come back in. And it's as if I have been away forever and this is the best day of her life. And that's about. It's like, this is amazing.
Yeah. Well, we give you applause and we give Tuzi applause, and we are going to let you do your thing because I know you're going from another, but it's been a pleasure to speak with you, Brooke.
I look forward to speaking to you again about Prospect Pet and about everything animals. And I'm very impressed with your show, and thank you for having me on it.
Oh, awesome. All right, ladies, behind the scenes.